Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game of Philippines going up against Indonesia here in the semifinals. SEA Games third, 2025. Team Indonesia is up by 1 point. Now it's up to Team Philippines to equalize.
This is a recovery game for Team Philippines, and I'm glad to see that they're not exactly panicking. It's clear that whenever a team loses a game in a series and then you jump into the next one, they make these drastic choices that obviously aren't warranted. Here, Team Philippines made the right kind of tweaks. They still got good, powerful heroes lane to lane, but also they ended up with comfortable picks. My favorite would be that Granger. I like how Soriano ended up with a Granger going up against Leonardo's Claude. Should be a better ramp up for Team Philippines in the early.
Yep, a clear ace pick here for Team Philippines. But Indonesia has shown once they have that flow, once they go in to a momentum where they can continue to be aggressive, it is going to be quite difficult for Team Philippines to win. But Vinuya gets a kill onto Aranda.
One-on-one!
And again, that is a favorable matchup where Yuzong does win out against Alapu, but still, that's going to hurt for Indonesia.
Just put on top of it the fact that this is Vinuya's signature pick. You ask about 10 pro players, and they'll say 9 times out of 10, the Yuzong is Vinuya. He is the apex predator. Great start for Team Philippines. The question is, how do they capitalize? What do they do to make the most out of that winning lane?
I would say next Turtle. Once you get Turtle, and then you start to slow down Team Indonesia, you start taking the map one by one, starving out this Baxia, and then afterwards, even the Farsa would be able to take him out. So secure the Turtle, and then don't even force fights. Just take things slow.
Luckily, the Yuzong is very good at keeping a perimeter. Here we go. Vinuya starting it up already. Scrambling Weedy and Sin. Down goes the Baksha. You mentioned it, Lafel. Prophetic in calling the pop from Pop because failed their strike. How will Indonesia even hope to secure? Not gonna happen. Pumuseno with the retribution.
Yeah, because unfortunately, the power spike of Team Indonesia's draft here is Team Indonesia is probably about 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and they basically missed this window where you have an Eve, the Khalid, as well as the Baxia. So now it has been delayed. The fact that Vinuya got that 1v1 actually changes the dynamic of the game. But Vinuya taking a bit of damage, but Papi goes there.
Oh my lord! Also known as the San duo, sandwiching Aranda, taking him down. The second death of this Lapu-Lapu in about 2.5 minutes. De La Cruz with the AOG on out. So it's clear that Team Philippines, one of their main moves is to bury that XP lane in value. The Pumuseno, did he just use the... Yes, he did! Stole away that small cap. It's that bad now that Team Philippines wants to win that half of the map.
I mean, again, this is how you deal with a composition that has a Baxia. Heal up the EXP, take the jungle bit by bit. Even Vinuya is doing this. This is the best way because Baxia clears it fast, but not that fast. And now what Indonesia really needs to do is don't go into the trap of Team Philippines, which is calling for the fights at EXP. Their draft is good at punishing the mid. They should have done that, or the gold. Either or should be good.
We haven't seen either just yet. Team Philippines are moving too fast. Team Indonesia down now, approaching the 2K gold lead. And one thing they can thank their lucky stars for is at least Leonardo hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
So Leonardo living is a sign of hope. That is a sign of life that Team Indonesia can hold out hope for. And how unfortunate is this, Lafel? The turtle spawning the same spot.
Yep. It is very unfortunate. And honestly, this is what Team Indonesia could do. Don't care about that turtle. Go bot. Take the goal lead. Get a kill. Or just take the entire turret. Something that Team Malaysia just did earlier against Thailand.
Well, let's see if Indonesia reads into the situation this way. You can see Soriano. Quick rotation out. Going for that double lane. Weedy moving around. Checking these brushes. Slightly over the Team Philippines side of the map. Retribution secure on that turtle. Soriano here intercepted De La Cruz to the support, to the backup. AOG looking to stop Weedy. Sandwalk, too fast.
And all the while, Leonardo just got a lot of the gold plating. Good on Witty, making sure the move is not there. Witty sees De La Cruz using that conceal, jumps in, better ass right, gets Witty. And now, at least Ezekiel was not taken down as well. It's just a single roamer.
We're going back to the roots. of the young mid laner for Team Indonesia, Yehezkiel, also known as the Ghost of Jakarta. In his heyday, where he finished second place in the World Championships, he would only die about once.
Yep.
Hence the nickname. And now he hasn't died just yet. 5 minutes into this very, very one-sided game. 4-0. Two heroes make that 3 on Vinuya's tail. And this Black Dragon is not done. Blazing duet by Leonardo. A little too much for one Sanford, aka Vinuya, to survive.
And all the while, this is good for Soriano. It's like, hey, Sanford, you're good? No, it's okay. I'm taking as much farm as I can. Papico healing up, allowing the Predator to absorb as much as possible. Sin takes a lot of damage, trying to give over the kill to Soriano. But Ezekiel is like, that's my fam. I'm not letting you touch him.
Sin perfectly popping the Poissons, getting damage reduction, stopping Soriano's forward momentum by denying him the Skypiercer stack. Should be easier now for Soriano to get those stacks given the Hunter's strike. And this is a gold lead that I think Indonesia's done well to stop. It's at about 3,000 gold now.
Yeah.
But it should slow down if the momentum like this continues.
Arana jumps in. Bravest fighter, for now all alone. Goes out to Vinuya. Quite a lot of stun there. Vinuya tries to get away with the Furious Die. De La Cruz, just in case, pops the Revitalize. I'm pretty sure at least 2 ticks hits onto Vinuya, saving him.
The patriarch of Team Philippines, De La Cruz, protecting Vinuya from his second death. Close call. Turtle already spawned. It's Papico and Nepomuceno taking care of business. And Nepomuceno, he knows that he doesn't need to save his retribution. He has no plans of crossing the river, of invading, and instead just speeds up the farm. 3 for 3.
Let me just say, Indonesia and Philippines, they kind of have this gentleman's agreement saying, like, let's always split the map. Whenever something's up top, something's going down bottom. Something on bot, something happens up top. This is the non-stop action that we love from MLBB.
And that is the kind of dynamic that will keep Indonesia in the game. So Team Philippines is hoping that Indonesia faces them. They're praying that they are tested by Indonesia because right now, Indonesia can't afford it. So that would be a mistake. If Indonesia says, oh, yo, it's time to step up to them. No, sir, it's not. You need to give the double lane to Leonardo, as what Willie is trying to do here. And you need to get him up to what? 3 items?
Yeah. Actually, no. Against this kind of lamp, you need 4 because you need penetration. So this is a very interesting dynamic where it will kind of be a 1v1, but not the 1v1 you think of. It is going to be Leonardo and Soriano. See which one is the better carry. They're not like just in lane. No, in the team fights, who survives the longest and who can actually cause the chaos.
So it's a matter of hiding the Kabuki. If you can hide the Leonardo
Kabuki, yeah,
up to when he has 4 items, then that's good. Because look, there is no good reason for him to cross the river. That'll put him in danger. If Team Indonesia can do that successfully for about, what, 4 or 5 more minutes, then Team Philippines is going to have a problem.
Conceal play. Sin finds Vinuya. Leonardo slowing him down. Vinuya dodging off. Furious dive. Stops the advancement of Sin and Witty. Sin taking damage from Vinuya. Getting all that shot essence from the Baxia. Let me just say, if this Yuzong gets 2 more kills, make that 5 items for Leonardo.
And now they catch Witty. Witty jumping off, using that passive to try and save himself. Feathered airstrike almost gets him. Real rejuvenation off angle by Yehezkiel. Soriano backing off. The Black Dragon form. The answer from Vinuya. Going hunting, trying to find Yehezkiel. Yet to serve up his first death of the game. He finds them. Now, defensive. Blazing duet into the back. Tin and Aranda cannot survive the onslaught from Team Philippines. 3 for none.
That was impressive from Soriano and Pabico because they were trapped in the rearward manipulation. And if it get jumped on by the Lapu, and it's not that he missed, they just dodge. That was a good setup coming in from Team Indonesia, but even more impressive, the dance moves coming in from Pabico and Soriano.
Impressive situational awareness, game IQ on display from Team Philippines. Weedy gets punished. The Apex Predator showing him that this is his house. They're back to the EXP lane. And I don't know what Weedy was defending.
No.
I
think that was out of context. We didn't see a few...
The first 5 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe something happened and we're like, okay, that makes sense. You want to jump on him. But because out of context it looks like, hey, you want to kill? Oh...
Correct. Context is everything.
Context is everything.
Context is everything.
I'm sure there's a reason behind that.
All right, slow push set up by Vinuya in the top lane. And that is... Indonesia can be thankful for. Mid falls.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If they keep on falling, Bobby Go now just playing with Team Indonesia. Team Indonesia needs to protect the bottom holy shields. That's the most important thing because you need that to deal as much damage as you can to the Lord. And it looks like they will be able to do that. So this is probably going to be a successful defense.
Uh-oh, they do catch one. Sin, not going to survive. Another stack for Soriano. They do keep the inhibitor alive. De La Cruz coming in with the AOG, the answer from Yehezkiel. The real world manipulation, down goes Arana. One more time. And now they got eyes on their bottom lane inhibitor. Team Philippines are inside the base. Binuya held back 3. Serves up a kill to Leonardo, but it looks like it's too late. The base gonna be in jeopardy. They have no minions left. Team Philippines have to slow their roll.
And the minions are nowhere close. Ezekiel tries to get a kill, gets it. Better ass right, tight to get the kill onto Ezekiel. Team Indonesia able to defend their base for another 2 minutes.
Yep.
And they gotta use this time to re-establish themselves. Because Soriano is getting away with this 4-0-2, 4-0-4 for Pabico. Binuya causing trouble. And like I said, Leonardo, he doesn't need 4, he needs 5. He needs 1 with the nature, and then he can be comfortable.
And we're far from that. I would estimate he's only on his 3rd item, on his way, possibly. Team Philippines, they got eyes on this Lord coming up in half a minute. It is unfortunate that the long lane is the lane that they penetrated. So
Yep.
this is very difficult for Team Indonesia. They have to plan for Leonardo's power spike. I'm seeing it come up at 15, 16. That's how difficult it is for this Claude.
Binuya now having that dominance ice is going to be more and more difficult for him to be taken down. And Pabico with the lightning truncheon. I'm pretty sure 1 hit onto the Claude won't die, but he'll think twice about staying in the fight.
He'll be close enough.
Yeah.
Lord here, handily taken care of by Team Philippines. Timed well to spawn at 12:45 down bottom. So now the job for Seabull is to take care of mid and top.
Sin looking quite a bit different when he's on this box. Yeah, unable to get that early lead. But really, I feel like it's just one of those things you don't consider. Labo is an amazing hero, but does get countered by the Yuzong. And like you said, one of Binuya's best heroes. So very comfortable draft coming in from Team Philippines, where, the KD is 4-2-6, but really Binuya took over this game, and now Black Dragon form pushes Indonesia away. Philippines gets mid turret for free.
Already inside the base, there's minions through bottom. Minions in mid. AOG by De La Cruz. Real world manipulation by Yehezkiel. Hoping for the best, trying to clear these minions. Really takes a good amount of damage. Yeah, blazing duet. Softening up Team Philippines, but it's not enough. Aranda falls, and up next is gonna be the base. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Philippines are about to equalize 1-1.
And folks, this is what we're talking about. This is a different 1v1. It is going to be between Soriano